All right, in this video, I'm going to show you why you should not buy the dip, but instead you should buy the rip. And I'm going to show you inside right now. So let's jump right in. Before that, I I want to show you the chart of AMD. Okay, so with AMD, right? The concept of buying the dip is every time the price goes down, right, of a stock that you believe in, then you buy more of it, right? So here, let's just limit the buy points to 2 points because let's say you don't really know as to how low things will go, right? And so you buy the dip here, so that's a price of 148.94 right there. Then you buy the dip here, right? So every time that you get a gap down, for example, or right, you end up buying the dip. You buy the dip here at 131.46, right? Your average price is $140 and 20 cents, which is like, okay, that's pretty good. But then you stop buying because you don't know again as to how low it will go. Or let's just say you run out of money, right? So, but look at what happened here, right? When you decided to buy the dip, so the average price is 119.36. So that's about no, sorry. The average price is 140.2. So 140.2 is around here, 140.2 will be around here. Let's just say around here, right? And then but from that point onwards, right? If you take the lowest point, I mean, that's a 44% drawdown, right? So, and then that's one, right? That's one problem with that approach. And then really from this date, December 4, 2024, right? And then really because your average cost basis is 140.2, I mean, you broke even 140.2. You broke even in July 11, 2025. So that's 6 months later, right? Whereas if you buy the RIP, now before we talk about, what I mean by buying the RIP, I have in here three indicators that I closely follow. Okay. Let's the red one is the 10 EMA. Okay. The blue one is the 20 EMA, and the green one is the 50 EMA. So what does EMA stands for? Exponential moving average. Okay? So the exponential moving average is a faster average, right? So it summarizes or averages out, the price movement. So for the 10, it's 10 period moving average, right? And in the daily chart, it averages around 10 days of price action, But it's exponential, so it puts more emphasis or more weight on the most recent dates, right? So bottom line, the 10 EMA is your faster moving average, right? So that's your short-term trend. Your 20 EMA is your medium-term trend, and your 50 EMA is your longer-term trend. So the whole idea is, or what I follow is if the price of the stock, right? So in this case, let's say, instead of buying the dip because you don't know as to how low it will go, instead you buy the rip. So every time that there's a gap up, I know that sounds crazy, but provided that the price is above the 50 EMA and the 10 is above the 20. So in this case, you look for confirmation, right? You did now no one can really time the bottom and no one can really time the top, right? But what you're trying to do is you want to capture that the stock. You want to buy the stock when it's ripping higher, not when it's going lower. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds counterintuitive, you know, uh, I'm a real estate investor myself, and I've been taught in real estate, you know, you want to buy properties as their value or as their prices go down, right? But in stocks, because you don't know as to how low it will go, you kind of want to buy the stock as it's ripping higher because in the same manner. You don't know as to how it will go, right? So you might as well benefit from this, right? So in here, right, you bought this for 112.64, right? Because the price of the stock is above the 50 EMA and the 10 is above the 20. If your short term is above your medium term, right, then that means, your stock is trending higher. Okay? It's just math, right? And so when you do this, right, you buy it at 112.64 and then it consolidated there. Like as soon as you buy it, well, it rips higher, but then it went down back to your buy point. But since the indicators have not changed, right? Then when it gap up again, you bought it again for 126.07. All right. Now I'm not saying that you buy now I am not saying that you buy the stock when it gaps up, right? The point is you are buying the stock, as the price is above the 50 and the 10 EMA is above the 20, right? And I'm just using this example as an extreme case, like what if you just, buy the gap when it gaps up, right? Something crazy, I know. But if you do this, the average price is 119.36 of doing this, right? So you bought this at 112 and then another at 126, right? The average price is 119.36. So it's about, let's see here, 119.36, 119.36 should be around here. Let's just call it here, right? And then look at how high it is right now based on the latest price, right? You would have made a 34.67% gain when you buy the RIP versus, and you're past break even, right? Whereas when you buy the dip, it took you more than 6 months to break even, right? And you've lost money, or at least you have to suffer through that big drawdown, right? So again, so how much is the drawdown again? Average price of 140. So I think it's about maybe here, right? Maybe here. Okay. I mean, you would have seen, your brokerage account lose 43.35%. And honestly, not many people have the, emotional fortitude to hold on when they saw their account basically lose almost half of its value. Okay? Whereas if you're buying the RIP, you don't have that problem. You're immediately, you know, break even, right? You're immediately in profit as it trips higher. Okay? And then you average up as you see that the momentum is there, right? So, so what do you like? You see your account lose almost 50% of its value and it takes you 6 months to break even, or as soon as you buy because you know the momentum is on your side, you're already in profit, and then you're doubling up, not doubling down, right? And you're up 30+%, right? So now let me show you an example. This time is MicroStrategy. Okay. I used to own a lot of MicroStrategy stock, but when I saw that that the trend has reversed, right? So meaning, for example, here at this point in August 14, 2025, right? When you see the trend, meaning the 10 EMA, right, is below the 20, and then the price is below the 50, then it's time to get out. So had you gotten off at this point, August 14, 2025, right? Then you would have avoided a substantial loss. In fact, you know, but if you're the opposite, right? Instead, you bought the dip, okay? So let's say it dipped down there, right? Then you bought it for 367.50, right there, right? And then it went lower again. You bought it again for 305.15, and you're thinking, oh, my cost basis is now low or lower, right? So your average price is now 336.33 from the high of 453. Excuse me. So you're thinking, oh, I am so smart. I bought the dip, and now my average cost basis is so low. But guess what? You have suffered a 62.7% drawdown, right? And right now, even though MicroStrategy has kind of recovered from its all-time low, you still don't know as to how low it will go. So you're still not sure if you will suffer an even further drawdown, right? So this is what buying the dip gives you. You don't know as to how low it will go. So when will you stop buying, right? Okay? And then up to how low or up to how much drawdown can you tolerate before giving up, right? So because in here, right? Because of these indicators, right? Had you known these indicators, and then what you did was you get out of the way, right? When you saw that the price of the stock is below the 50 EMA and the 10, meaning the short-term moving average, is lower than your medium term and your price is lower than your longer term, guess what? It's time to get out. It's time to shift to cash or move to something else, right? So had you done that, this is how much loss you would have avoided in your in your account, right? You would have avoided a, let's just pick the price today, you would have avoided a 63% drawdown, right? So think about that, okay? Now, how about buying the RIP, right? Now, let's go to Micron Technologies, right? And again, you don't buy here, you don't buy you don't buy when the indicator is flashing um bearish, right? In here, the price of the stock is below the 50 and 10 is below the 20, you don't buy here, right? And then when it shifted momentum, okay, now the 10 is above the 20 and the price is above the 50. But let's say you missed that, right? Let's say you missed that. You look for confirmation. It kind of consolidated again. And then when it trips higher, you buy. You buy at 136.08, right? And then when it gaps higher, then you buy again for 181.41. Your average price is 158.75. Again, you're only able to buy two times, right? So now what's the benefit of buying it as it's ripping higher? Well, look at this. From here, after the price today, you're already up 157.5%, right? That would have been your gain because you are buying the rip, and even assuming you missed the first time that it went up and the second time it went up, right? But you bought it when it's gapping up, right? Again, I'm not saying that you should buy a stock when it's gapping up. What I'm saying is, right, you look for the momentum, where the stock is going, where the stock is trending. Is it trending higher or lower? If it's trending higher, then you buy. If it's trending lower, then you don't buy, right? In fact, you sell and shift to cash, right? And by doing so, here, even though you miss a lot of the moves, right, you would have made over 250, over 150% return. All right. So I just like to share that with you guys. Again, don't buy the dip, instead buy the rip. And if you've learned, something new here, something valuable, and you think I've earned it, like this video, and if you want to learn more about stock options and stocks, and I'm also competing in the US Investing Championship, definitely subscribe to this channel. And if you'd like to know a back-tested strategy that would have made you over 788% return during the last bear market in 2022, watch this next video and I will see you there.